Good morning, Mom COEs. It is Wednesday. I love Wednesdays. I actually love every day because every day always brings something new, and I look forward to each day. Plus, I tend to be a morning person, so I'm super excited to start my day with you today. And today I would like to talk about habits and routine. As we prepare here to go back to school, I realize that some schools are starting this week. My Cincinnati, Ohio friends, giving them a shout out. I just got back from celebrating my parents' 50th wedding anniversary. So cool to see that level of commitment and love over the years and that stability. But super shout out to my Cincinnati friends because I think some of them go back to school this week. That's crazy. I mean, my kids go back to school the day after Labor Day here in Kenosha, Wisconsin, and they have been off since the Thursday after Memorial Day. So they've had a nice long break to relax and unwind and, of course, get ready to start a new year. But I look forward to this time. I love August because August is a time where you kind of reset a little bit. If you've kind of been in the flow of the dog days of summer, you've kind of been maybe on vacation, if not physically on vacation, probably mentally on vacation. And I know I've had my days at the water park where I've been able to relax and rejuvenate, do a little personal development as my kids played with some of their friends. And I do a lot of personal development because I'm not proud to say that I need some help. I need some help to make myself better and to grow, whether it's growing closer to Jesus, whether it's trying to understand God's Word, or whether it's just trying to be a better mom, a better wife, or a better person. I love to just learn on ways that I can grow and really kind of strengthen my strengths and strengthen the areas that I'm not so good in. And that all comes in the form of habits. If I'm not really good at something, I really have to work hard to make a habit or to change a bad habit into a better habit. And I'm very, very curious to know kind of what's your habits. What are your routines that you want to keep, the habits you want to keep, and the habits that you want to maybe improve on. So that's what I want to talk today about, especially as we head back into the school year where our routine will kind of change a bit if we have school-aged children, if we have kids in high school who are driving for the first time. That changes our routine because maybe we've been driving them to school and now they get to do that on our own or on their own. And maybe you have some kids going off to college and you're going to have to adjust your routine because they're not going to be there. That's kind of a weird feeling, right? So how is your habit or your daily routine of habits changing? What do you want to keep as good habits? What do you want to get rid of and develop some new, healthier, or better habits? I'll start with me. I do not have a good habit of sleep. I know exactly what I'm supposed to do as far as going to bed on time, getting up at the same time, but I do not have a great habit of getting to bed on time. Now, I'm changing that. I've been changing it for the past 3 to 4 weeks, trying to bump my sleep time, my start to sleep time earlier. I haven't been so good at it, but I will say I have been consistently getting into bed at the same time. So that's a win for me because sometimes I'm just like all over the place. So for the past month, I've actually been pretty good at going to bed at the same time. I just need to push that up like 15 minutes, then 30 minutes, and then 45 minutes. So I have to be better at that. But what I am good at is getting up at the same time and working out and doing my daily devotions. Those three things set the trajectory of my day. And I get up every day, except for Sunday, at 5 a.m. On Sundays, I get up at 6 a.m. But I cannot change my wake-up time because I'm often awake at 4:30. Like, my body just is conditioned to get up early. I'm my father's daughter. He's the same way. He gets up at the same time every day, and whether the alarm goes off or not. So I have a great habit of getting up at the same time and getting my day started because I'm excited to start my day. It's not like I'm waking up and like, oh man, I didn't get enough sleep, I want to go back to bed. No, I wake up and I'm like ready to go. And the first thing that I do is I have a piece of toast with peanut butter and honey on it, and I read my devotions for the day. And then at 5:30, I'm about done doing all that, and I work out. And I work out until about 6:45, sometimes 7 o'clock if I feel like I need a little bit of extra stretching. And then after that, I get ready for work and get ready for my day. And then I have some breakfast. And then my day starts typically anywhere between 8, 8:30, 9 o'clock, depending on the day. Depending on if I have my kids and I need to take them to school or if I need to get them ready for something like an appointment or something like that. So that's kind of my morning routine. That does not change, and those are excellent habits. Now, after 9 a.m., I kind of know what I'm doing, but it's different every day. Sometimes I'm seeing patients. Sometimes I'm doing coaching. Sometimes I'm going to appointments, personal appointments. Sometimes, if it's the school year, I'm taking my kids to school. It really just changes on a day-to-day basis. But for the most part, before 9 a.m., my schedule and my routine is the same. Same thing kind of in the evening. Once 6 o'clock hits, there's dinner, there's family time. During the school year, it might be homework time or extracurricular activities and practices. I coach cross country, so I do that. And then my kids are going to bed. We do our prayers. And then they go to bed. And then I do a little bit of work. I catch up on email, Facebook, social media. And I do my evening devotions where I'm kind of journaling. And then I get ready for bed. And that's usually what sets me back, is my journaling and my prayer time with God about what happened during the day and what I'd like to happen the next day. And just listening to His Word and things like that. It kind of goes on for a while, and then it sets me back and I don't get in bed on time. But these are my routines. These are my habits. And what are your habits? We all have habits, whether we know it or not or realize it or not. But our habits really happen over time. And we can get into lazy habits. We can get into busy habits. We can get into relaxation and family habits. But all of these habits help us to grow, help us to be stagnant, help us to spend quality time with people, help us to isolate ourselves. It really depends on what your habit is, on how it's going to impact your life or how it's going to influence your life. But what habits are you doing right now to build yourself up? Good morning, Paige. Thanks for joining in today. What habits are you doing right now to give you more energy? What habits are you doing right now to help you connect with other people? What habits are you doing to take care of yourself? To maybe take care of a loved one? Habits can be good They can be neutral. They can be bad. What habits are you focusing on? And what habits do you need to change? That's kind of the gist of what I wanted to chat about today. I shared a little bit about my habits, but I'm very, very curious to know about your habits. I'd love to have you comment in the comments below and just share what one habit that you're really happy that you do and one habit that you would really like to change. One habit that I'm super excited that I do is my daily devotional. Like, that just recharges me and sets me off for the day. One habit that I really would like to change is going to bed a little bit earlier. I need 6 to 7 hours of sleep, and sometimes I only get 5 to 6. So that is definitely one habit that I want to change. What habit do you want to keep? What habit do you want to change? I'd love to hear from you. Very, very curious to see what other people are doing and how they're spending their day. And as always, there's no judgment here. We're just trying to encourage people, motivate each other, inspire each other, and also hold each other accountable. So you know that I want to change my sleep time. So you can go ahead and check in on me, private message me, say, hey, did you go to bed on time, Jeanette? Please do that. And if you want us to, or people in the group here, moms in the group, to hold you accountable for something, go ahead and ask. We're here to do that. We're here to help you along and walk alongside you so that we can build you up and also encourage you. I look forward to hearing from you and seeing what kind of habits you are doing. And hey, you might be sharing a habit that I might want to implement. So I'm excited to see that. Have a great day. Give a great day. Take care.